Today is Friday, Parashat Korach. In the parasha of this week, Korach rebels against Moshe Rabbeinu and Aharon HaKohen. He brings a group of people with him, and there's an incredible dispute there, an incredible conflict. The Mishnah in Pirkei Avot shows a contrast between the machloket of Korach, Ve'adato, and the machloket of Bet Shammai and Bet Hillel. Shammai and Hillel, which were rabbis from the Mishnah, yes, they argued and they had disputes in terms of halakha between them. But there was a big difference between their dispute and the dispute of Korach when he rebelled against Moshe and Aaron. The machloket of Shammai and Hillel was l'shem shamayim, for the sake of heaven. Their purpose was to seek truth. Actually, they were so respectful of each other that Hachamim tell us that Hillel first explained Shammai's point of view, and giving the perspective from Shammai's point of view, explaining what it was, and then he would bring his opinions. He listened to Shammai, heard what Shammai had to say, even explained it, and then brought his point. Wow, what a great approach to disputes and argument. And the purpose was for the sake of heaven, to seek the truth. The machloket of Korach was totally different. It was not l'shem shamayim. It was not to seek or discover the truth. He was motivated by jealousy and envy. He was not interested in listening to Moshe Rabbeinu. He had a point to make, period. On the opposite, in order to make his point, he tries to demonize Moshe and to accuse him. Moshe was the most humble of all men. Korach accuses him of being overpowering over the people. Well, actually, many times a person accuses another of what's really is in him. What was in Korach, he wanted to seek not the truth, but rather to seek power. He was not interested in hearing the other side. He was interested just to make his point, because he was motivated by jealousy and envy and wanting to get a position of importance and power. Even though he had all the money he could think of, he had an important position as a Levi carrying the Aron. He was very wise. But that envy and jealousy moved him to the extent of not being interested in the truth or being interested in listening what the other viewpoint is. And unfortunately, nowadays we see in our society, in the world, there are situations also where people are not interested in listening to the other point of view. We hear in the news sometimes about people who were invited to speak at a university that were silenced and they were refused, and people had to put security and police to even allow them to speak. The best way to resolve conflicts and disagreements is to be able to listen to the other side, not to silence the other side. When you get involved in silencing the other side, demonizing the other side, false accusations of the other side, which was unfortunately the approach of Korach, then you're not resolving conflict, you're actually on the opposite. And Korach's end was horrible. The earth opened up and swallowed him as a punishment for that kind of approach. So, in terms of conflicts and disputes, it should be l'shem shamayim, to seek the truth, always respectful for the other side, and the best way to resolve conflicts and disputes is first of all to be willing to listen to the other viewpoint. Baruch Adonai le'olam, amen ve'amen.